Welcome to Cretoni Entertainment. I'm Chris.
And I'm Bree.
And today we're painting the real McCoy.
Dr. McCoy?
Yes, Hank McCoy. Clint McCoy.
Clint McCoy.
Clint McCoy, like the time that they changed David Banner from Make What It Was, the Bruce Banner to David Banner.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're doing the Marvel Crisis Protocol, the Beast himself, as we pull out some flat red, some dead white, and some neutral gray. If you've been following any of our Marvel Crisis Protocol videos, you know the neutral gray is a pretty common color we've been using on all of the bases. And what we're doing is kind of a basic comic book style on all of these figures, which means little to no highlighting, all of it done with black lining, quick paint jobs, something that you can get on the table very, very quickly that all really fit the 3-foot fabulous rule that Marvel Crisis Protocol fits so great with.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of people do hyper-realistic Marvel Crisis Protocol figs. They look phenomenal. I've seen people do more complex comic book styles than we do that also look phenomenal. But I got to say, we've used our comic book style on the table a few times, and they look great.
Yeah.
They do look great. They're simple. You don't have to do a lot of highlighting. But the Beast is climbing up this girder here, which for some reason I envisioned was like some kind of radio tower.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
And just to add a little extra color to this miniature, because otherwise, we're talking about a gray base and a blue figure. That's where the dead white and the flat red are coming in, because I decided to do some alternating colors here as if they were painted for safety reasons.
So that the planes didn't have.
So the planes didn't hit it, pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
Or the helicopters. I don't think planes would quite fly that low.
I mean,
or Squirrel Man.
Squirrel.
Not like Squirrel Man, not like Squirrel, like superhero, but like somebody in a squirrel suit.
That's legit.
Not
paragliders.
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 Are there a lot of paragliders in New York?
I don't know. I saw one the other day.
I guess the X-Men are from Boston, aren't they?
They are from the greater Massachusetts area.
I'm pretty sure Charles Xavier School is right near Boston.
Well, it was, at one point, they kind of put it that way. But then with some of the redos and stuff like that, the Xavier School has moved around.
Okay, guys, go to Bing and look up where Xavier School is and let us know in the comments, and I promise we'll read them.
I might.
I do read the comments because we get like 2 a video. So
you're like, oh, what did you say?
Anyway, this might need a couple of coats. It did when I did it. You're gonna need a couple of coats of the white to give yourself a good coverage. So don't worry about each individual coat. Honestly, when I'm doing a color that I know is going to take multiple coats, I don't worry if the first coat doesn't cover everything because I know it's just going to dry and I'm going to come back and do more later.
Yeah.
So we've also got the flat red going on. Like I said, it's kind of alternating. I use the horizontal crossbars
as your
kind of as my guide, as my marker, because there's not really a delineated line. It doesn't have a.
This is the spot.
I don't know how they expected this to really be sculpted. And what I do find amusing is I don't know what I'm supposed to be feeling with this base. I think, based off of the Amazing Spider-Man sculpt,
right?
The base is supposed to be an abstraction, and we're supposed to imagine he is up on top of a building rather than this has fallen into rubble.
Right.
But I just like the idea that this is broken off, and he's just like, I'm going to hang on this.
It's just like, this is mine now.
Yeah, because the Amazing Spider-Man figure is extremely elaborate and looks like he's in the middle of like a big fall.
Yeah.
But, if you actually look at the base, it's like, Spider-Man, no, you're 2 feet above the ground, don't die.
Don't die, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, not in this video. Shut up, man.
What?
I don't know.
That got weird.
I got this Ultramarines blue.
Is that going to be him?
And I got this Imperial blue. And that's, we're going to do the incredibly bad framing. Golly. So I mentioned that I saw a thing about how to paint your miniatures effectively on camera. I really should actually
watch it.
Yeah. So anyway, the Ultramarine blue is going to be the Beast's first skin. First skin?
I don't like the way that sounds. That sounds like other things.
You know what? For the longest time, Hank McCoy wanted to be human again, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
So he was looking for somebody to remove his first skin.
Oh, God. That's not okay. You've really...
Because his circumstances that made him a mutant and were not great for him. So he wanted to be circumstances-sized.
I don't like you right now.
No, this is quality.
This is not. This
is quality humor and quality camera angling. Look at this. This is top notch. I have a small tripod that would actually be ideal for a different type of setup. I have not seen it in like 9 months. Have you seen my small tripod?
You mean the one we got at like the
desktop one? No, not that one. Not the really terrible one. I actually have a desktop one.
I've never seen it.
It folds open like a regular tripod. It's tiny.
I've never.
It had that little tiny bag that was sitting on the game. Anyway, we're painting the Beast. with this Ultramarine.
Painting the beast. La la la. Paint the beast.
Guys, if any of you have seen my tiny tripod, you can put in the comments
where you think it is.
Where my tiny tripod is. That would be swell.
That'd be super.
So, and if any of you is actually right, I'll buy you a corn dog.
Ooh, you should buy it from that place that I went to today.
I'm not going to ship them a corn dog from a place that's far away from them.
Well, then how are you going to send them a corn dog?
I figured I'd just do like a Ko-Fi thing. So anyway, I changed my decision on his pants. I think the video's out of order. Is the video out of order?
I don't know.
Might be out of order. Anyway, I changed my mind on his pants. We didn't use the Imperial Purple.
Yeah.
We used the Blue Magic. Because I remembered, A, I wanted more contrast in his coloration, and 2, Wolverine has the magic blue. So let's make all the X-Men kind of have similar clothes. We did do this dark green for his book, though, and we did this because we wanted more color on him.
Oh.
That's it. That's the only reason we did dark green for the book. I thought about doing a red back book or a brown back book, but then I remember we had red on this
the thingy already.
Radio Tower.
And brown books just offended you?
It just, it didn't feel right. It felt right to do a green book.
A green book. Okay. Green book. All right. Did you put gold leaf on it?
Yes.
What? You did a green book?
Yeah.
So that it could look like an educated, highly fancy pants. That's where I went with that book. And you didn't give it like gold leaf or anything?
Well, he's wearing shorts.
And what does that have to do with the price of tea?
It can't be fancy pants if he's got those short pants.
Are you saying that there can't be fancy short pants?
Correct.
Bobby Hill would beg to differ.
These are some nice short pants. What do they cost? $100? You guys remember that episode of King of the Hill where Bobby's learning about money? Anyway, we painted his belt with the moon yellow.
I love that episode, actually.
And then we have our ochre and our scarlet red and our black gray and our carmine red. What did I do with all these colors?
I don't know. That's a lot of colors you just showed off. What are you doing?
Oh, let's find out. The black gray is for this. It's not a grill.
What is it?
Those are handicap bumps, bruh.
Oh.
I forget what their actual name is. I've actually had to install these things before. I have had to install these things on curbs. I forget what they're called. There's actually a name for them.
There's a specific. But I built them into.
They're basically wheelchair. They're wheelchair bumps. They're actually there to help slow down a cart, wheelchair, or stroller.
Well, they're also there to notify
the blind.
The blind
that you're about to walk into traffic.
Mm-hmm.
So don't walk into traffic, kids. It's not great.
They mostly just entertain my 3-year-old, though.
Oh, the ochre was for his book.
Why is his why?
Because the pages are old.
You know, as a bookworm, that your book currently is offending me, correct? That's not yellowed pages. That's somebody dipped that thing in like.
It's also his litter box.
Oh no! Why?
Why? And then the carmine red is for the X on his. We don't have a lot of time left in this video, but what is up with the rampant narcissism of Charles Xavier? That dude
puts his X on everybody's.
Dude is obsessed with his X. I got a face palm for Bree.
I can't with
So we're already into the black acrylic ink here, which we're going to use this to highlight everything. So all of the recesses in his bulging ripples.
No.
Rippling bulges. I got it backwards. Oh, my goodness. That was a throwback.
That was a throwback.
To Painting Hero Quest the Barbarian, our most popular video on the channel. You figure I'd make that the basis for the future of the channel, but no, I like terrible things. So anyway, anywhere that there's a recess or anywhere that you want to add some additional shadowing, you're going to go ahead and paint the beast like that. And I'm not going to bore you with it. This is kind of what it came out with when I got done with it.
I hate your pages.
You hate my pages.
I hate the pages.
I don't like you. I don't like your.
I hate the pages of the book.
So the areas that face straight down, like all the other ones, we did solid black, and then we kind of did all of his rippling bulges with the black acrylic ink, and we kind of faux highlighted it into our comic book style, the Beast, Hank McCoy, as we pull out our hex lichen.
Dr. Hank McCoy, sir. He does have
asterisk.
A doctor.
Asterisk. You know what bothers me?
What?
What bothers me is when they give somebody smart too many degrees to make sense. That bothers me.
When it's like they've got like
when they're like, yes, I just turned 28 and I've got 7 doctorates. And get out of here, man. Suspension of disbelief is a thing. I will accept that mutations have created the X-Men.
Yes.
I have a hard time believing that a 28-year-old has 7 degrees. Okay?
I mean, I could see that you might...
I'm actually referencing Dax from Star Trek when I say 28 over 7 degrees, but because that is mentioned in an episode, it's like, come on, man, this doesn't even make sense. But yeah, it's when you have too much of that, you destroy the suspension. I can believe smart Dr. Mutant Man, but if you told me he had like 10 degrees by the time he's 30, I just don't believe it. I just don't buy it.
That's
Anyway,
look, he looks nice.
The Beast is done. Short video, comic book style, no highlights, black acrylic. Really just, it's not hard to paint models in this style, guys. Give it a try. It's a lot of fun. Great for your MCP figs. Great for Batman miniatures if you have any of those. Like and subscribe for more content. Hit the bell button for the notifications. And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.